That makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, I got a question for you, man. Cobb County Commissioner.
Yes, sir.
What does the county commissioner even do, man?
Yeah,
what are we voting for? Like, what are we voting for? What's this position all about?
That's a really good question, you know. But I think it goes back to serving. Like I said, I did serve in the Georgia National Guard, and I served as a youth minister. And I think if I want to get to the root of it, I always think of this memory I had in 4th grade. I remember Ms. Crawford in Clay Elementary. And probably some of the people watching were in my 4th grade class. But the question was, who wants to be a police officer? And I know I'm not a police officer, and I'm not going to be a police officer. But she asked why, and so as a 4th grader, I was able to say, hey, I truly want justice for everybody. And I think people get caught up in, what justice is, social justice. Like, people don't just want to hear that, you know? But I think at the root and the value of people, you don't have that, then you're not going to find the best thing, or try to find the best solutions for everybody, especially those most neglected. There's a theory that people say people who live in apartments, people who live in trailer parks, people who live in transit communities, they don't vote.
Right.
But it shouldn't just be about people who vote. It should be about those community members. And so that's also where I see that it might not be a direct neglection, that they might not be trying to do it on purpose, but it's something that these people behind. And it's also something to think about, because when they do create those parks, and those kids who live in the trailer parks, or those kids who live in the apartments start going to those parks, are you gonna be hearing them saying, oh, these kids are in my backyard, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one thing that I've noticed, man, it's a telling sign on if a county is actually pumping money into an area. I always look at, like, when you're driving, you know, right there on the curb, the little strip of grass that's right there on the curb by the street. What that looks like tells me a lot about how the county, like, what they're willing to invest in the community. Because you drive around the South Cobb area, man, like, it's weeds growing all over the place. The grass is like growing over the curb into the street. And it's like, you would never go to North Cobb and see anything like that.
You can't. How many sidewalks have you seen near my house, Finney? I can tell you there's 3. There's 3 sidewalks.
Yeah, that's another thing.
I to go out for a walk, I got to walk on the street unless I'm on a main road. Like, I can't. And then think about over by Pebblebrook. How many streets can you walk on where there's an actual sidewalk on? How's married life, man?
I think married life is easy. This is my advice.
It's easy.
Man, you're giving. This is some other people I know don't agree with that.
Hey, look.
I'm gonna give you my 10-year perspective in a second, but go ahead.
Just make her happy, and that's it. You know, if you make her mad, even if you're wrong, she will probably tell you, apologize. That's what she did the other day. Even though I wasn't wrong.
Happy wife, happy life, huh?
Hey. When I think back on it, the worst times as a kid growing up, like when it was most uncomfortable in the house, was when my mom was upset, not when my dad was upset. Like, if my mom was upset, everybody's experience in the house was ruined. If my dad was upset, not that like I wasn't scared of my dad, but like the mom being upset just ruined the experience for everybody. It didn't matter who she was mad at. She could be mad at the neighbor. Everybody in the house's experience was kind of ruined.
One of my aunties is great. She came to knock on doors with me one day. And she was like, hey, are you tired of those old people just sitting down and not doing anything? And so
make a change, yeah.
So, yeah.
I ask all my kids all the time, if not you, then who? You know what I mean? Can't wait on anybody else. If you want change, you got to go out and do it yourself.